Today I'm going to be creating a handmade postcard, or a DIY postcard as I like to call them. I'm going to be finding images in an old planner and using some papers that I had forgotten I had, which is always super fun when you're making a project to rediscover stuff. In this hanging folder I have some already cut up substrates that we're going to be using in this video. And before we start, I just wanted to say I'm so happy that you're here and you wanted to make DIY postcards together with me. I really hope this video will encourage you to do something similar. And to get me started, I bring out some papers because collage is my go-to when I feel I've been away from making videos, being creative, doing my stuff, and I just need a little pick-me-up. So then I do collage. Maybe you do doodles or knitting or anything else, but I just feel like anything creative that will make us come back to what we love after we've been away and maybe feeling blocked or just uninspired, tired, or dreading winter. So it's a beautiful spring day and I brought up these beautiful papers. It's kind of a paper pack I bought at a art shop. I love all of these papers, especially the transparent, translucent ones, but they're all beautiful. I got this a couple of years ago actually, but I really feel I haven't been utilizing them, so I'm happy I refound them today, and I picked out some of my favorites and putting them to the side. And then I found this Postcard calendar planner thing. I actually thrifted it, so it's not me who bought it to use and never used it. I found it secondhand, very cheap, almost no writing in it, and I just thought these images are quite cool. What can I do with them? They're really unrealistic and digitally made, you can really tell, but I like they are mostly monochromatic. I like some of these elements. I'm going to be tearing out some pages and cutting these little bits out. I thought I could use them as like little decorative elements in my writing notebooks and diary, as well as some of the images are very monochromatic, like I said, and those will be perfect for a color glue book that I have planned. I have videos on my color glue books already, and mine is full and finished and I love it, but I've been thinking maybe I want to do a new one. Just restart the whole process of making thousands of color glue book pages. So that's something that's been on my mind and I'll get to it eventually. But right now I'm just going to be cutting out some elements. I mean, look at this image, for example. It will be perfect for a green page, like a background, and you can use a magazine, photo, fussy cut out on top of it to make it a bit more interesting than it already is. I was checking out the quotes in this book, but they're just so weird. I won't be cutting any of those out because I just can't imagine where I would be able to use them, even though I love quotes and I collect them all over the place, but when I see them online and in books and in quote books. But anyway, so this is what I've cut out. The little figure person head is what I'm going to be choosing for my postcard. I've already decided, but before I start gluing stuff down, I'm just going to be grabbing some of these elements that I pulled out so that I can sit and fussy cut them out later on. And I just wanted to show you this process because maybe you'll find a planner secondhand and you can grab it, or you have one already that you never use and it has some lovely images. Those could be just perfect to use in your art journal, glue book, any project that has collage, or why not a DIY postcard like the one I'm making today. I hope I don't encourage you to go buy a new one at a dollar store because I don't think the world needs us to buy stuff new just to cut them up and destroy them. I think it's better if we try our best to buy secondhand when someone else has already had it and try to use it as it was intended. So happens to be that I pulled out mostly green papers from the paper pack. So I thought I'd construct some kind of background. The reason why I have these, I think it's like a giraffe print on the cardstock, is because my mom gave me these animal printed cardstocks. They're double-sided and super fancy, but I just don't like animal prints that much, so I've never used them. And I decided to cut all of those big sheets of paper down to postcard size and just use them in some way as postcards. So that is why they look like that. You could be using any blank cardstock, of course, but also this is similar surface like you'll find in your cereal boxes. So if you have cereal boxes, those are perfect to cut down and use as postcards. If you're doing collage or any kind of mixed media. Look at these papers, aren't they pretty? I really like them. They're super thin, they're probably some kind of origami papers, and all of the patterns and textures are really nice. So I'm just trying to see where I can place them and make my background, really making sure I don't see anything of the animal prints. But I thought all that green needs some words, so I took out this British magazine and was looking through it, and immediately I found the perfect sentence to go on the postcard. I always want my sayings or messages to be as positive and fun as possible, and I thought go with the flow. Yeah, it's fitting for the Paul Coelho inspiration planner as it was named, and it is positive, it is uplifting, and it's fun. And I also think it goes with creativity, because go with the flow could be follow where your creativity takes you. So I thought it was just meant to be on this little guy postcard. I think of that head as a cute little boy wearing a turban, and it's quite a big image, so I didn't fit as many papers as I pulled out and for my background, but that's okay because I really wanted to keep the flowers that was behind him. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going to be gluing all of my little bits down, trying not to make it 100% monochromatic, because I think that can sometimes be boring, even though I like it a lot. So I added some yellow, and also I'll add a bit of pink wrapping paper that I had a little piece of on my desk. I'm using a Yoo-hoo glue stick to stick everything down, and I recently posted a video of me opening a new 12-pack of Yoo-hoo glue stick, 40 grams, to Instagram, and I think we're almost all in agreement that this is a great glue stick that every collage artist needs. There are some other people who had other suggestions or favorites, but most of us, I think, is in the Yoo-hoo Glue group. Hard to say. The image was quite large, so I just had some little bits to use around the focal image. And then I used my painting brayer, not with any paint on, but to flatten it out and make sure it all stuck down really well. Lastly, I'm adding the sentiment, go with the flow, and that is my finished collage. I really like it, but I feel like I don't want to stop. So I'm bringing out my Posca pens, trying to get it to work by doodling some and pushing the nib down on a magazine page. Eventually I got it to cooperate, and I decided on what kind of patterns I wanted to add. If you know me, I think you will understand what the pattern will be. And while I do that, I thought I just could mention just quickly that I have a DIY postcard swap on my blog, and you can sign up right now for the spring swap, and you can read more on the blog. There are big FAQ since I've been hosting this for over I think we're on the 13th or 14th year, and it's super fun. We have a lot of people signing up over and over again and coming back, and we love having new people also, so please feel free to check it out. There is a fee to sign up. Maybe I should mention that before you click over, but it's not a big sum, and I think that if you love having happy mail sent and sending happy mail, I think this is something you will really enjoy participating in. And whether or not you participate in the DIY postcard swap in the spring or in the fall, or not at all, I hope you have enjoyed this video. What is it about freckles? I don't know. I just love adding freckles sometimes. It's so cute. I know people with freckles really don't like them most of the time, but I don't understand. It's so cute. Anyway, I'm so happy I got to dive into this planner and pull out some images, that I got to share it with you guys and make a postcard. I will see you really soon with another postcard video, making something totally different. Take care. I'll see you another day. Bye.